We take to the frozen pond right now and bring in Ryan Smith of the Madison Capitals, and the Caps have been on the road a lot lately. Ryan, I can't remember the last time you guys were at home.
Yeah, Rich, I can't either, frankly. Nine games in a row, and I think it was 14 out of 15 away from the Alliant Energy Center. So that's, and technically 15 in a row away from the Alliant Energy Center. So needless to say, we're pretty excited to make our way back home. But overall, getting points in 6 out of 9 on the road trip is something we can't really complain about.
Yeah, that's not too bad, especially with a lot of new faces on the team lately, isn't there?
Yeah, the trade deadline this past week on Monday had to make some pretty tough decisions with guys who are going off to college next season, and so it came at the price of Ryan Lowen and Sam McCormick going to Waterloo and Tommy Muck going to Fargo, but we got some pretty nice pieces back for them. Alex Roberts, a big defenseman from Waterloo, who already has shown he's more than capable of throwing his body around consistently. Marshall Moyse, who we also acquired from the Blackhawks, is a big guy up front who likes to try to clock some space in front of the net. So certainly some guys who have some grit coming back, and guys who have a chance to, at least in the case of Moyse, a chance to compete for a spot next season.
Very cool. And we're back home this weekend, Friday and Saturday night. I say we because I do the PA out there, you do the radio. So we're like the voices of the Caps, I guess.
Yeah, you could say that.
If you will. And we got some cool stuff coming up. Let's talk cross-check cancer first. What is that all about?
This is a really, really cool night. As you've heard from us a number of times, Rich, this is something that's really been in the works for quite some time. We've partnered up with the UW Carbone Cancer Center, and we're going to have proceeds of individual tickets as well as packages that come with fan experiences, chuck-a-pucks to win prizes in game. You could, with a big enough package, even receive a meet and greet with Capitals coach Troy G. Ward, some autographed merchandise from Ryan Suter. There's all kinds of different things that can be put together for Crosscheck Cancer Night, but the most important thing is the fact that every single ticket or package purchased, proceeds will go back to the Carbone Center. We'll also have specialty jerseys that'll be auctioned off post-game, and if you remember how successful the Be the Miracle jerseys were and how popular those were, if we can get the success we had with Be the Miracle jerseys with these and make an even bigger contribution to the Carbone Center, that's our biggest goal on Friday.
That auction was the highlight of my season so far. Then on Saturday, pretty fun night, Pucks and Paws. In fact, my mom is on the advertising material for that. There's a picture of her and their dog Molly. So talk a little bit about Pucks and Paws.
Well, that was some strategic marketing on
right?
our part then, Rich. But as any Capital fan out there in the Madison area knows, this is one of our more popular events, and Animart has been a tremendous partner of ours for 2 seasons now, and this is already the 3rd time we're inviting dogs out into the Coliseum, which is really neat. I, before coming to Madison, had never heard of the concept of having dogs come into a hockey game, and now, having seen it twice and eventually a 3rd time this weekend, it's hard to top that. We have goodie bags for the dogs and packages for the family that go along with it, so it's a really can't-miss opportunity to bring even the extra member of your family in many cases. So it's always fun to get some extra barks from the crowd besides the typical cheers and boos.
Absolutely love it. There's a dollar beer night coming up and a lot more. Go to madcapshockey.com to find out more. Ryan, good to have you back home again and get off the road. Thanks for joining us.
Good to be back, Rich. Thanks again for having me.